Hello, my people. Welcome back again to this channel. Thank you so much for joining me again in this live section. So let's actually look at what is happening. Nnamdi Kanu have already told them that I'm going to defeat you guys in your own court. If you guys can remember vividly, when Nnamdi Kanu said, I will defeat the federal government in their own court. And now I feel that that thing that Nnamdi Kanu said has started coming to pass. Yes, because if you check his last court trial, Justice Omotosho already said that he's going to make sure that they close the case about Nnamdi Kanu, and what he said was what really happened. Now, Nnamdi Kanu, if we can predict, like let's predict 18 July 2025 how it's going to be. If you should predict 18 July 2025, so if you look at Nnamdi Kanu's trial, you will see that the way his trial went on Thursday, you see the way Nnamdi Kanu's trial went, like it went very good. When I mean very good, the judge had to even the judge had to accept the fact that, oh, these people submitted the lawyer submitted a no submission case, which they are trying to tell the judge that the Nigerian government should not bring any more witnesses because they don't know what they are saying. The witnesses don't have full evidence or video of what they are saying. Now, I want us to actually take a look at this Nnamdi Kanu's court case, like what he really meant by I'm going to win you guys in your own court. Like, many people did not understand what happened. So when Nnamdi Kanu, when he's saying he's going to win them in their own court, like what he's simply telling us here, he's saying that he's going to defeat or outsmart the Nigerian government legally using their own legal system, which is the court. Even though the court is controlled or influenced by the government, he believes that he will still win the case because truth and justice are on his side. So that is what Nnamdi Kanu is saying. So it's like saying now, for example, it's just like saying, even if you bring me to a place where you have all the power, I will still beat you there because I know what I'm doing and I believe I'm right. So here are the possible reasons why Nnamdi Kanu said he's going to still win them, he's going to still defeat them in their own court, even though the court belongs to them, but he's still going to defeat them in their own court. This is the reasons why he says so. So, Nnamdi Kanu believes in the strength of his case. Yes, he might feel that he has not committed any crime that can be legally proven. So even in a government-controlled court, the law will still favor him. Because even if you take a look at it, Nnamdi Kanu has not even committed any crime. So he believes in the strength of his case. He might feel that, oh, he has not committed any crime that can be legally proven, but that is actually the truth. He never committed any crime that can be legally proven. So even on the government, so even if he's in a government-controlled court, the law will still favor him. Now, this is another reason why Nnamdi Kanu feel he's going to defeat them in their own court. Confidence in public and international support. His supporters and some international voices see him as a freedom fighter, not as a terrorist. He may believe this pressure will make the court act fairly or that the legal battle will expose injustice. That confidence, when you have so much confidence in public and international support, because many people all around the world are seen supporting Nnamdi Kanu, just like I told you guys, even the South are supporting him. Like, if the South came out and said that it's not only the Southeast that are IPOB. It's not only the Southeast that believe in Biafra. That even them that the South, they also believe in Biafra. So the confidence in public and international support, his supporters and some international voice see him as a freedom fighter. They don't see him as a terrorist. So he's going to believe that pressure alone is going to make the courts act fairly and that the legal battle will expose injustice. So this is another reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said he's going to defeat them in their own court. Challenging the system, he wants to show that even within a system he sees as corrupt or biased, he can fight back and win, making him look strong and determined. You guys know that, Nigeria is already a corrupt country, Nigeria is a biased country. So, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wants to actually fight them and win them. So that's why I'm trying to tell you guys that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has every reasons why he said he's going to defeat these people in their own court. Let's say, okay, let's just predict what is going to happen on the 18th July 2025. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can come out and say that I'm going to win these people in your own court, then let us just try and predict what will happen in 18th July. It means that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will definitely be released. Here are my reasons. Because they have tried to look for something to use against him. They even allege that he did this. They even go as far as accusing him that he did this, but they have not been able to provide a good video evidence or even a written statement of where he did it. But anytime that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gives his own allegations, he always brings videos to prove it. So this is the reason why I'm telling you guys that if we look at what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been saying, that he's going to defeat them in their own courts, is actually going to come to pass on the 18th July 2085 when he's going to be coming to court again. So this is another reason why I think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said he's going to defeat them in their own courts. Psychological and political strategy. Now, it's also a message to his followers. He's saying, don't lose hope. Even if the court seems against us, we will win. It's about keeping your morale high. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is someone, like I told you guys, he's a very stubborn person. And the Nigerian government have already said, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a very stubborn person. That is the reason why you see they are just finding it so difficult to release him. This man is someone that does not lose hope, no matter anything. He will tell you, I will never deny Biafra. Whether come rain, comes on, I will never deny Biafra. He said it. And he's also saying, don't lose hope. Even if the court seems against us, we will win. All you have to do is just keep your morals high. Keep your morals. So that is what he's saying. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he's trying to say that even if I'm in the federal government court, I'm still going to win them in that court. That is what he's saying. So let us actually take a look at. Let us considering the fact Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to be coming to court on the 18th July. What do you really think about his predictions? That's the predictions of his judgment. You guys know that the defense team have already submitted a no submission case to the judge, meaning that the judge should stop every federal government witnesses from coming out to say this is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, because the ones that have not been able to prove what they are saying. So now, what do you really think is going to happen? Now, what will happen is, it depends on the judge, that is Judge Omotosho. If he actually accepts that no submission case, it means that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to be released very soon. So the case is in the hands of Justice Omotosho. I wonder what that man will be going through in his head now. Yes, this man may be going through because I know by now you'll be receiving so many calls for different people telling him this is what you're going to do, or for the release of Mazi, this is what you're going to do. Even people that are against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will still be calling him and be telling him. But now it depends on him, because the whole world is going to come out and know what is going to happen on the 18th July 2025. That is just it. So let's just say that let's say if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu truly wins in their own court, that is, if the Justice Omotosho had to accept the defense team no submission case, that means if he truly wins in their own court, acquittal or dismissal, he could walk away without charges because of weak evidence, because the federal government witnesses were not able to provide a good evidence, so they will tag it as weak evidence, and he may be able to walk out freely without charges. So, but that is what is going to happen in that 18th July 2025. That's if the judge, Justice Omotosho, accepts the no submission case. It's going to be that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was freed because of weak evidence. He will not be dismissed because of weak evidence coming from the federal government side. So, guys, I want you guys to actually take a look at what Barrister Darlington have to say concerning this issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. As what is his Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, he said he's going to defeat them in their own court, and people does not really understand what he's trying to say. Just take a look at this video, guys, and we'll be back. So I'll tell you guys what really happened in Abuja and what IPOB are saying concerning the fact that the federal government wants to start building cattle ranch in Abuja. Guys, just take a look at what Barrister Danity said, and I'll be right back.
No strong evidence has been adduced by the prosecution against Nnamdi Kanu. Look at it. The prosecution, or one of their prosecution witnesses, I think Mr. BBB or so, all the things they asked him was saying no. At a point, the the judge or Justice Omoto got angry and was reprimanding them that if they don't have any matter to, they should stop coming and all that. It happened. So there was nothing concrete. I was thinking they are going to present a cache of arms stockpiled by Nnamdi Kanu somewhere. Because how can you be a terrorist without gun, Mr. Okoro? Mention anywhere in the world where you see terrorists without a single, not even cutlass with them.
You are a lawyer. What about inciting people? Because they also said it was inciting people.
What are you talking about? Inciting in what way? Hold on.
They recovered radio Biafra equipment from him.
Hold on, please. That is not the one of the hallmark of a terrorist. Politicians do incite people. True of us. Politicians. Were you not here when somebody told you that God told him that they should kill Tinubu's wife, Oluremi, that she's an infidel? Did it not happen in this country? That man was not even arrested, not to talk of questioning. What does that tell you? That one is even worse. The man said it, Sheikh Tenshi. So when you are talking of incitement, I don't know what people are talking about. That is not the hallmark. That's not the prescription of a terrorist. Terrorists mean you are heavily armed, killing people, taking up territories, destroying villages and all that.
The terrorists also attack soft targets deliberately.
You say what?
They deliberately attack soft targets.
They don't look, as long as they're terrorists.
Because this affection between the government and the people.
Listen very well. A terrorist is a terrorist. And there are prescriptions. That's why no nation in the whole world has seen Nnamdi Kanu as a terrorist or IPOB as a terrorist group. Because they know how to describe a terrorist or terrorist organization. They know. This thing that killer Fulani herdsmen are doing is a perfect description of terrorism. Perfect description. But the federal government of Nigeria don't want to see that. They are still calling it a farmer header class. Do they need all the forests, all the land in the whole of Nigeria to do their business? If it is farmer header class? No, tell me. You mean they don't have a place? You know, you had when Niger State to call them, come, if you are looking for land, we have more than enough. Kano State to call them, come, we have more than enough. Did they listen? They said no. So if it is land they are looking for, the states have promised them, come and take as much as you like a Niger State. Niger State has the size of the whole of Southwest.
Okay.
So why couldn't they go there if they are looking for land? If they are looking for land. I'm talking of a land that is twice the size of Lagos State. You can get it in Niger State, and yet there's vast area still left. 76,000.
Barrister, we are left with just 1 minute. Now, on the 18th of July, the prosecution and the defense will make their final addresses. What do you expect?
I cannot speak to them. The fact is that they have closed their case, Abi. Yes. The procedure and processes are going on fine.
Okay.
But from the look of things, it looks like the federal government have nothing against Nnamdi Kanu.
Okay. So
yes.
So they are likely to let him go.
Well, is it not obvious? Is it not obvious? When they don't have any strong evidence against him, I told you here. If they have come out and said, look, it was Nnamdi Kanu, the whole of one part of Imo State, he occupied it, he killed every people, he did this, he did, that he made the broadcast. Who told you?
Okay.
So this other one that are killing in Benue, it was Nnamdi Kanu that incited them too, Abi. In Sokoro, it was Nnamdi Kanu. He was the one that incited them. Why didn't they say that?
Well, Barrister, July 18th is about a month away from today, so let's see what goes on before then and on that day. This will be a good place to anchor this conversation.
So So, my people, you guys listen to what Barrister Darlington said about Mazin Nnamdi Kalu's case. Like the fact that Mazin Nnamdi Kalu said, I'm going to win you guys in your own court. I think that the federal government are still sleeping on that particular word because they don't really understand what Mazin Nnamdi Kalu is trying to tell them by, I'm going to defeat you guys in your own court, because he's actually doing it now and he's already doing it. They went as far as saying that, oh, Mazin Nnamdi Kalu is inciting violence with his self-determination and self-defense, that is inciting violence. Now, are they still going to say that the killings that went on in Benue State, that he was the ones that also incited violence in it? Is that what they're also going to say? Is that what the federal government is also going to say? I'm telling you guys that the federal government know everything that they are doing. They know the real terrorists. They didn't even see Mazin Nnamdi Kalu with gun. They didn't see him with AK-47. Like the people who we are seeing, like they were posted. We saw them. We saw the video of them with guns as they were terrorizing the country. We know many of the real terrorists in this Nigeria. We know. The federal government knows. But he's not saying anything about it. Instead, he's holding an innocent man. And even self, the federal government used to align with these terrorists. That's the main terrorists. And the people that are innocent, you will see him, he will say that they are the real terrorists and be associating themselves with the real ones that are causing havoc in Nigeria. Just what a shame. Every day we keep hearing of insecurity in Nigeria. We keep hearing of insecurity in Nigeria. Just recently, and then today we heard that they pied some soldiers. I don't know the particular state that was, but they said bandits attacked soldiers and they pied. I think they said was it 20 soldiers that lost their life, or was it 8? But it happened today. So terrible, and they're not saying anything about it though. Bola Ahmed Tinubu have not yet said, okay, why didn't Bola Ahmed Tinubu say that it was Nnamdi Kanu that also caused that one? When I tell you guys that these people know who the terrorists are, they know. For for Bola Ahmed Tinubu to come out and tell the Benue State Governor Hyacinth Ali to go and make peace with the bandits, it shows that, oh, so he knows the real terrorists, he knows the bandits in Nigeria, and still he's holding an innocent man in trial. Mazin have already told them, you guys don't have the right to try me. You guys don't have the right to try me. And these people of Biafra say that that there's no law in Nigeria, that they're using dead laws to try Mazin Nnamdi Kalu, that there's no law. This is a lawless country, a country who don't obey their constitution. A country who don't obey their constitution is not the people that are trying Mazin Nnamdi Kalu. Does it really make sense? Even the president, even the people in power don't even know their constitution. You don't even know the law so well. Nnamdi Kanu have already told them, I'm going to defeat you guys. I'm going to defeat you guys in your own court. Even though you guys are the one that owns the court, but I will defeat you guys in it. He told them. And it's just like a child's play, because they're not really understanding what's going on. So guys, let us take a look at the next thing, like I told you guys we'll be talking about today. It says the IPOB slams Tinubu government over proposed Abuja ranch, calls it Ruga in disguise. Imagine. The Tinubu government are also planning to provide Abuja ranch. I don't know, them trying to impose anti-grazing law that stop the Fulani herders from carrying their cows and going to different people's community. Is it that? And one thing I noticed, that the Northerners are always opposing it, like they're always against that law. They're always against passing that bill. The Northerners senators are always against it. So let us actually analyze what they really said. It says the Rural Settlement Initiative, short the rural grazing area, was a controversial policy introduced by the Nigerian government under former President Muhammad Buhari. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has slammed President Bola Tinubu's government over a proposal to establish cattle ranch in Nigerian Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. The sensationalist group labeled the proposal as a dangerous replay of history and convert attempts to revive the controversial Ruga settlement scheme under a new name. You can imagine that Bola Ahmed Tinubu wants to establish cattle ranch in Abuja, even after knowing fully well that these Fulani people are the ones causing havoc in Nigeria. Still, the Bola Ahmed Tinubu is planning how to establish cattle ranch in Abuja. This is terrible. So let's read on to the next thing here. It says that the Ruga initiative, short rural grazing area, was a controversial policy introduced by the Nigerian government under former President Muhammad Buhari. The government said its primary aim was to address the long-standing and often violent conflict between the nomadic Fulani herders and the sedentary farmers, particularly in Nigeria middle belt and southern regions. The idea was to establish designated settlements where herders could live and rear their livestock in a more structured and sanitary area environment. Imagine what the president is thinking about now, to establish cattle ranch while there is fire in the mountain in Nigeria, when there is serious siege, when there is war in Nigeria. What is important for him now is how to establish a cattle ranch in Abuja. Upon he knows that Nigeria is in serious siege, upon he knows that that this country that killings are going on in this country a lot, insecurity is too much in this country, and the only thing he's considering now is how to construct a cattle ranch for these Fulani herders. And he said that his idea was to establish designated settlements where herders could live and rear their livestock in a more strengthened and secure environment in Abuja. This is actually, instead of him to be saying, let these people leave our community, leave our land, he's saying he wants to construct a place for them in Abuja. So reading on, he says this settlement were to be equipped with amenities such as schools, veterinary clinics, water supply, markets, and abattoirs. According to the government, the goal was to reduce open grazing, which had led to the frequent clashes over land and resources, while the government framed Ruga as a peace-building and an economic development strategy. Many Nigerians, especially in the south and middle belt, saw it as an attempt to favor one ethnic group, the Fulani, and potentially seizing land under federal authority. Like imagine the government wants to construct a place for them, as well as equip them with amenities such as school, veterinary clinic, water supply, market, and abattoirs. Imagine, it is not this thing that the president the governors want to, the people in power want to do now. It's not like them supporting what the Fulanis are doing. Yes, that is what it means. If they can do this, that means they want to support they're supporting the Fulanis. They're trying to even increase the killings going on in Nigeria. That's what they're trying to do. Imagine she wants to equip them with water supply and construct a place they're going to stay and be raising their cows in Abuja. Okay, let's still continue. It says in a statement issued on Tuesday by the spokesman Imapa, which is IPOB spokesman, he warned that the planned cattle ranks around Abuja, ancestral homeland of the Abagi people, constitute an assault on indigenous land rights and represent a broader agenda of Fulani expansionism. So, like I told you guys, their plan now is to expand Fulani, because tell me why you want to come and build cattle ranch where they'll be rearing their cows, as well as provide for their water supply. It's just like you expanding the Fulanis and also making insecurity worse in Nigeria. Can you imagine what our president is thinking now? This thing is it necessary when he knows that Benue is in serious siege, when he knows that Plateau is, when he knows that recently they fired our military. Just imagine what's going on. The pied militaries, these bandits pied militaries, and nobody's saying anything about it. If they can get hold of our militaries like that, then what happens to ordinary Nigerians? What happens to ordinary civilians? This is so bad. So let's continue. It says this latest plow is nothing but Ruga repackaged, a sister land grabbing strategy clocked in government policy designed to reward killers and entrench Fulani in parallel expansionism in the heart of Nigeria, IPOB said in the statement. Exactly, what they're trying to do now is nothing but a strategy in order to reward what these people are doing, reward the Fulani headsmen for what they have been doing in Nigeria by buying many people. That's what they're trying to do. And also to encourage land grabbing them more, because you giving them a place in Abuja means that you want them to still stay and continue to cause havoc, because they won't stop. People that don't have place to stay, these people don't even have place to stay. They're always in people's community or in forest. Now you want to give them a place, meaning you're telling them welcome. You're telling them to welcome to our land to cause more havoc. That's what the government is trying to do. Sometimes I don't even know if I was like they'll tell you, like Peter B said early hours in this morning. He was like saying that Nigeria is a lawless country. We need a new Nigeria. Because tell me why, upon everything going on in Nigeria now, what is in the government's mind now is how to create houses, a place for these people. So let's continue. Let's see what it says. It says that the group drew a historical parallel with the 19th century Fulani Jihad, which resulted in the subjugation of Hausa kingdoms and the establishment of the Sokoto Caliphate. IPOB expressed concerns that similar dynamics could unfold in Abuja if indigenous lands' rights are not protected. What began as a need for grazing centuries ago led to the total subjugation of proud Hausa kingdoms, the statement read. So, reading on here, it says that Abuja is about to witness the same fate of if Abuja is about to witness the same fate if this madness is not stopped. The Abagi, also people are recognized as the original inhabitants of the area now known as Abuja. Since the relocation of Nigeria's capital from Lagos in 1991, their land rights and cultural identity have been under pressure due to rapid urbanization and government infrastructure projects. IPOB expressed fear that the proposed ranks may further marginalize the indigenous population. Exactly. This thing that they want to do now is going to cause problem in Abuja. Serious problem in Abuja. Imagine creating a Fulani center where these people will be staying, giving them water supply, giving them health care, and giving them, it shows that you're welcoming them, and it's going to cause a lot of problem in Nigeria. But the government is not thinking about that. The government is not thinking about it. So I want you guys to actually listen to what Nnamdi lawyer have to say about this case, about the fact that these people are trying to even create, they're trying to bring out a place where these Fulanese will be staying to rear their cattle. Just take a look at what Nnamdi lawyer have to say about this case, and I'll be right back.
When the
Guys,
president
just take a look at
calm down, the reason Nnamdi have a discussion with him. You have been having a discussion with bandits and the so-called repentant Boko Haram. Tell me the offense of Nnamdi because he's agitating for self-determination, which is his own constitutional fundamental rights granted to him by the constitution and the law.
Well, the government's angle is not because of the agitation, because they know that everyone has a right to agitate, but they said the way he was going about it, like and then people were being incited. Well, that's even not what I'm
what of the one the wife of the president incited people during the election? The wife of the president, he incited people that Igbo should go. What of the one Oba of Lagos said that Igbo should go and fall into lagoon? What of those that came out and said that Igbos will not vote? If you are not voting for APC, you will not vote. What happened to them? Has anybody been arrested? That Nnamdi said something. Then you now term that thing he said as is a terrorist, is a crime of terrorism. You charge him for terrorism. His own lawful organization that is registered in almost all the whole countries in America and Europe and Asia, and you now came to Nigeria, you term it a terrorist organization. Now you are now saying that now that IPOB is being recognized in almost all the whole countries in America and Europe. So you are now saying that America, France, Germany, they are recognizing a terrorist organization because you don't want anybody to agitate. You want to suppress anybody. If you talk, kill him, suppress him, jail him. In a country that is predicated on a constitutional governance, it cannot work like that.
Okay, let's get back to the ministerial nomination of Bianca Ojukwu, because you said he took away one from Anambra and brought in another. But remember that the president took away the minister based on the KPI results that came out, which he was not even the one, that did the evaluation. It was the result given to him with which he did that, meaning that if actually the minister had performed, above board in the KPI, they wouldn't have had any reason to remove her rather.
Now, still on that ministerial list, we have 48 of them, am I right? And we have 36 states in this country, including FCT 37. So, apart from Southeast, that have only 5, every other region have more than 6, apart from Southeast. Now, check since 1999, we have been having series of presidents. Let's use what is going on now. The president is from where? Vice is from where? Speaker is from where? Senate President is from where? CJN is from where? Court of Appeal President is from where? National Industrial Court President is from where? Chief Judge of Federal High Court is from where? And they are saying that the people of Southeast belongs to this country.
Are you sure Max, are you sure you're not? I mean, it's just like what I said too. I mean, isn't it time we started to be less sentimental about this diversity?
We have to apply it now. We are saying that the only people that are qualified to hold all this position, nobody from South is qualified. On what basis?
Are you saying that there's
the chief of Naval Staff is from the Southeast?
Huh?
The chief of Naval Staff?
From where? I'm talking about the key position. Number 1 person, number 2 person, number 3 person, number 4 person, number 5 person. The key position. We have 3 arms of government: the executive, the judiciary, and the parliament.
You can never see anybody from Southeast there. Now, the point we are talking about is that when I'm not even talking about, I'm in court about lopsided appointments.
Okay.
I can avail that my process because I did an intensive research in that process. File it, asking court to view whether this particular appointment, whether this particular government is in line with Federal Character Establishment Act, an act of National Assembly that said that you should carry everybody along. Section 14 of the Constitution also said that you should carry everybody along. And we are not doing all these things. You are telling me that, yes, now that you have removed Kennedy Handele and you are now brought in Janko Juku, that the people of Southeast will jubilate. Are you talking to idiots? Look at the people that you are talking about. Check, let me start with the sports. In football, the people that have made Nigeria proud are the people of Southeast. In commerce, in aviation industry, name it, in academics. They are from people of Southeast. But when it comes to power, they are not qualified. And we want them to be happy. Listen, let me tell you, like today that is Monday, go to Southeast. And my annoyance is that these things are avoidable for Christ's sake. The one at Atanizer, the reason and the Kanu, let us start addressing this issue. This early morning, somebody sent me a clip, something they posted, that they said from, I think they said next week, maybe the next 2 weeks, that there will be nothing like federal courts in the whole of Southeast. What do I mean by federal courts? Federal courts, National Industrial Court is a federal court. Federal High Court is a federal court. Court of Appeal is a federal court. Now, the people the judges that are there, most of them are not Igbos. Majority of them are not Igbos. How should you risk somebody to go and preside in the Court of Appeal over the Judicial Division, Oka Judicial Division, Enugu Judicial Division? How can you appoint somebody to go and preside in Federal High Court in the Southeast, National Industrial Court in the Southeast? And you are not even thinking about all this. And the judges are not even thinking about, So the point we are talking about is that when there is a problem, look for a solution. Personally, somebody like us, we're not even, I'm defending Nnamdi, one of his lawyers. So when they say so you people are not doing what you're supposed to do, the person that is calling you, don't even know him. He's using a hidden number to call you. You don't even know what they're talking about court. The only thing that you went to court and you were unable to bring Nnamdi out. They're not even safe.
Okay, Maxwell, let me ask you this, because from what you're saying, I've also heard IPOB many times deny, allegations of being involved in some of the killings that happen in the Southeast and some of the, the ills that we see in the society. Even the sit-at-home in question, IPOB has also claimed that he has not asked anybody to sit at home. I don't know, get my point. So the point I'm making is that from what you're saying, it would look as if what you're actually trying to say is that it's because Nnamdi is being held,
yes,
that is why the ills in the society in the Southeast has escalated. Does it have anything to do with him? That is what you're saying?
Do you know why? Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB is his initiative. He established it, he organized it. Now, when you now kidnapped him or abducted him, and unlawfully, because the Supreme Court have said that he was unlawfully brought into this country, and you kept him incommunicado, everybody on his own. This one we kill, he said at IPOB. This one we maim, he said at IPOB. Everybody on his own. That's why I asked you the question, who is IPOB? The IPOB is Nnamdi Kanu. So Nnamdi Kanu, if Nnamdi Kanu is out, you will know who is who. Simon Ekpa will talk his own, Emma Powerful will talk his own, this one will talk his own, this one. Who is IPOB? That you are even talking. Simon Ekpa is in Finland. Emma Powerful, I don't know where he's operating from. Another person is operating from somewhere. Issuing threats. Just like the one somebody told me. I don't even know where that one is coming from. So the easiest way to do is the one that you know. Nnamdi Kanu. Then tell Attorney General, as he discontinue the charges against the president of Mieti Ala Kato, discontinue that of Showore, they are all terrorism. Tell them to discontinue that of Nnamdi Kanu, and allow Nnamdi Kanu to agitate. It is his right. I told you the other day.
You see, that's where the problem is, really. The guarantee, that there will not be problems, even if Nnamdi Kanu is, because you're saying allow him to agitate, and he goes about it the way he used to, like, the government have actually feared. That may also create more problems, don't you think?
Let me tell you, there are some things that you asked me the other day whether they are talking about condition given Nnamdi Kanu. I told you one question. I say, if you give Nnamdi Kanu condition that he feel after meeting up that condition, he will still live like a human being, so be it. But when you give him condition and you are removing that made him a human being, he will tell you no. What is that made you a human being? That thing that makes you a human being is your ability to exercise your fundamental rights. And when somebody said, now I'm going to employ you here, I'll be paying you $500,000 every month, but you will not talk. You will not move out. You said, do away with your job. When somebody said, I'm going to release you, but I'll cut one of your hands. Say no. The agitation for self-determination is a fundamental right. And if you people fail to understand it, I can agitate that I need the Republic of Maxwell. Yeah. It is my right. Anybody can agitate. I don't even need people, crowd to follow me. It is when you now feel that you have gotten the necessary, meet the necessary qualities, then so be it. It is now left for the president who believe in democracy, who believe in government of the people by the people, to apply an initiative. What is the initiative? Release the person. Start addressing all those issues that gave rise to this agitation. It has been there. Uwazirike was agitating during Obasanjo. A lot of people were agitating. So now that you have arrested, you come down Uwazirike that time. Nnamdi Kanu came up. Now that you have arrested Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa is there. I think this data from Ned Nwoko was telling you that even if you arrest Simon Ekpa today, another Simon Ekpa will come out. So the issue there is that address all those issues.
Right. So for you, it's not about ministerial appointment.
No. That one. Okay, that one is a complete distraction. That one should not even come in. Okay. After turning in now, let Bianca come and address the Igbos in Enugu.
All right.
So my people, you guys listening to what the lawyer of Nnamdi Kanu said, it's not about releasing somebody with conditions. What if they give him conditions that he cannot meet, like conditions that can take away his human rights? And you guys know that Nnamdi Kanu will never even accept it. Yes, he will never accept a condition in the sense that his human rights will no longer be expressed again. He will never accept it. So that's why I was telling people earlier that I don't think that Nnamdi Kanu will even accept to be released conditional or unconditionally. That I don't even think, because he already knows that, if they want to release me conditionally, they're going to give me condition. The Nigerian government will want to make sure that they suppress him by giving him conditions, maybe as far as denying IPOB, or maybe don't travel to this country, don't travel to that country, don't do anything media again, don't do anything social media again. So it may actually make Nnamdi Kanu not to even approve to be released conditional or unconditionally. So imagine if they want to if they're trying to say that Nnamdi Kanu should be released conditional or unconditional, I don't think it's going to work. Now, the lawyer also mentioned the fact that many things has been happening. They'll do something in the south, they'll say it's IPOB, this one will give his command, this one will give his command, this one will give his command. Now, it's fine. Nnamdi Kanu is now in detention. Simon Ekpa as well is also in detention. So no other person is giving orders in Biafra again, apart from Emma Powerful. So Emma Powerful is not the only person. So any information if you want to hear original information now, even Nnamdi Kanu sends message to Emma Powerful to send to the indigenous people of Biafra. So it's only Emma Powerful that has the right now to be sending any news. Because before they were saying that many people are causing violence in the southeast, that others are coming from here and here, and we don't really know the one that is which. It's fine. Nnamdi Kanu is now in detention. Nobody is no longer giving orders. Simon Ekpa as well has been held by Finland authorities. So they're no longer giving orders. Now, the only person that is in charge now is Emma Powerful. And take a look at what they said about Emma Powerful, that he is the only person. Now you guys are going to be getting the correct news of anything going on in Biafran land. Guys, just listen to this.
My name is Nnamdi Jofo. I am one of the lawyers to Nnamdi Kanu. My friend here, Max Opara, and Jude Ugwai, all lawyers to Nnamdi Kanu. We just came out from the station of Nnamdi Kanu today, being the 25th of June 2025. We have delivered the messages from the leadership to him. He has equally also sent us to the leadership and to the whole world. From now henceforth, Emma Powerful is the recognized worldwide spokesperson for IPOB. Emma Powerful is now, from now henceforth, 25th of June 2025,
is the official spokesperson of IPOB worldwide. So the directive is coming from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, today being the 25th of June 2025. He also has received the message that was sent to him. We delivered it to him, and he has acknowledged it, and the others and replied and given a reply which will be sent to those concerned directly. Thank you.
So you guys heard what he said, that this order is coming from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has actually recognized Emma Powerful as the only person who is going to be giving them legit information, as well as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to be passing information through him to the indigenous people of Biafra. So this is no longer when people used to say that there have been different orders coming from the indigenous people of Biafra. So now Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in detention, Simon Ekpa as well. So now the person that order is coming from is Emma Powerful. He's the recognized person, according to what the lawyers are saying. He's the recognized person by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has given him the mandate to be giving Nigerians updates of what Biafra is all about, as well as update of what is happening in Biafra. So that is it. So that is to show you that Emma Powerful is not the one that will be having legit information from. So any site that you see saying bad about IPOB and is not coming from Emma Powerful, just know that that is not true. That is not true. So this is not a time that somebody will say, oh, the IPOB did this, IPOB did that. If it's not coming from Emma Powerful, then you know that it is not what it is. It is not true. So you guys have actually seen what is going on in Nigeria, as well as the fact that the Nigerian government want to start building cattle ranch in Abuja for these Fulani herders. Like you can imagine, instead of them to be thinking of how to stop the insecurity, especially the Benue siege now, the way Benue people are crying, instead of them to be looking for how to stop the insecurity there, that the federal government is trying to build cattle ranch in Abuja for this same Fulani herder, thereby trying to even increase insecurity the more, according to what Emma Powerful said, that the Nigerian government is trying to increase insecurity the more, and also reward these people who are killing people in Nigeria. Like, this is terrible, to be honest. It is really terrible. If the Nigerian government start looking for how to stop all this nonsense, his own concern is how to build cattle homes for these Fulani herders. This is terrible. And not only that, still give them power supply, give them health care. Like, is he trying to welcome them into Nigeria? People who are causing havoc in Nigeria. Like, this is really terrible, my people. Now, many people have been saying that let us see the outcome of what is going to be taking place on the 18th July 2025, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has already said that he's going to defeat these people, and I'm very sure of what he said. Like, as far as he said he's going to defeat them, trust me, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to defeat them in court on the 18th July 2025. You guys already know that his team has actually submitted the no submission case. So the people who are looking up to now is the defense team of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Justice Omotosho. They're the only people that are going to give us victory on the 18th July 2025. Anyway, guys, that's all we have for today. Let me know your thoughts below. And also, if you know you're new to this channel, please don't forget to click the subscribe button, like and share, and turn on the notification button to be getting all the latest news in this channel. So guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in my next like section.